Fellas, I'm out here in the wild on Semen Retention, or should I say Steven Retention. Yeah, that's right. You're probably asking, what is a retainer doing in a hellhole like this? Well, it's a good question. It took me 3 hours to get here, and I just worked for 3 hours. Now it's going to take me another 3 hours to get back home. So you might be thinking, well, what are you trying to say? Like, what's the point? What's the point? It takes you a while to get here. Well, you know what? As I told you, in my undertaking, I'm going without a license. Boys, I'm going without a license. I've got to make my way around this hellhole without a car. So here I am, just a man with 2 feet, 2 hands, carrying my way about this world. But in all seriousness, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to cultivate this energy and use it to my advantage for these marathons. Life is a marathon. And you gotta have, I would rather have strength, endurance, than to be the fastest, zippest kind of person on the planet. Because at the end of the day, I can't get around. A million cars could pass me by and no one's going to stop. No one's going to stop for anyone. How many times do you walk past a homeless person? How many times do you walk past anyone that needs some sort of help? And you just think, fuck, I can't do anything for you. I don't have any cash. Sorry, mate. Yeah. So you got to learn how to trek on your own, how to do the journey yourself. Yeah. That's what we're doing. We're on the marathon sprint. So I thought there was a few funny things that happened today on my way here. Is that, you know, cancellations, trains cancelled, buses replacing trains. You know, the tram was like 20 minutes late. I just had to endure and endure and endure. I just had to keep finding that inner strength and just be like, you know what, I'm just going to go hard. I'm going to carry myself through this day. Just to earn the paycheck, you know, just to get that one tiny little bit of money. I mean, it's not a tiny bit of money. It's more like, sorry, just watch this maniac right across the road. Good on him though. Yeah, but this guy, all this effort, 9 hours for what usually should only be a 5-hour commitment. In all these pit stops and hurdles on the way, you know? All these things trying to pull me just to be like, no, just to get me to call up today and be like, look, I can't make it. Can it be your problem? See, when you're on retention, you don't make problems for other people. You solve problems. You're proactive. When you're on retention, you are always, and I repeat, always going to be making people's lives easier. You don't want to make people's lives harder. Why would you do that? How does that benefit you in any way? How does that benefit anyone in any way, making their lives harder? Being on retention is being responsible. That's what it's about. It's the responsibility. You know, we're the only ones cultivating this energy. So what do we do? Well, we've got to be responsible. Otherwise, who else is going to be responsible? No one's going to be responsible, bro. People can't even take care of their own kids, let alone themselves. So you got to be responsible on retention. It's part of the whole journey, you know. Just cultivating that inner strength for every single hurdle, every single hole, every little slip up. If you relapse, it's fine. Get up and don't do it again. you got to at least develop some sort of level of introspection where you're saying to yourself, yeah, I understand why I did that. I ate that Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then it made me feel all kind of like, you know, I was just feeling all that energy in my lower chakras. Feeling that hormonal build-up. And why did you feel the hormonal build-up when you ate KFC? Or because they're pumping the chickens with hormones. So therefore, you're eating the chickens that are pumped up with hormones, therefore you become hormonal as well. Then, in that moment of hormonal boost, you need to release, well, so you think you do. Because you haven't learned how to transmute that energy into something else. But it doesn't matter, it's all good. You'll learn next time. Transmute that energy into something else. Go for a walk after you've had your junk food. Otherwise, don't eat the junk food. That's the best solution to that. There's so many things that can influence what you feel in your body. See, I played a gig, and when you're a musician, when you play these solo gigs, like if you're a singer, guitarist, you play these gigs at these pubs and hotels and bars and whatnot. And part of the deal is you'll get like some drinks, or you get like some money for food or for drinks, like a tab. And what I've realized is lately, because I've been really just cruising on my streak, I feel more compelled to just eat healthy. And you know what's really funny is I've barely eaten any meat lately. I still eat meat, but I don't feel the need to. And it's paying off big time. So when I'm at these gigs, you know, you can usually have like a burger and chips, or some chicken and chips, or, you know, whatever, steak. But the way I go about it is, I want vegetarian, I want something light. I want something to give me the benefits, but not be heavy. Because when you're working, and it doesn't matter if you're a musician, it doesn't matter if you're a tradie, like a labourer, it doesn't matter if you know, work in retail, it doesn't matter if you work in a factory, whatever. At the end of the day, you've got a certain amount of hours that you're going to be standing up, you're going to be mentally, you know, thinking about how to do things. And you need to have that clarity for at least 8 hours. Like, why would you want to be at your job and switching off? This is going to create more problems. But we're talking about the marathon, not a sprint. That's what it's about today. On Semen Retention, we're talking about the marathon. We're all on a marathon. Life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And you know, it's one of those things. It's like we already sprinted. We already won the sprint. We already won the sprint when we were semen, when we were sperm. We won the sprint when we were the sperm. It was the 100mm race, and we won it as individuals, or twins, or triplets, or whatever. We won it. That's why we're here. Now we're here. We're leveling up. As human beings, we're doing the marathon. And when you're working and you're on semen retention, you got to cultivate that energy. I'm telling you guys, if you coom, you're not going to be able to do these things. And if you combine it with some fasting or eating lightly and all that kind of stuff, you'll be just whizzing through life. Whizzing like all these cars going on. Whiz, 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 whiz. Just whizzing through life. That's what they do. We're just whizzing through. Just on cruise control. Now we're on cruise control. Everyone else is on Kuma control. Control, more like Kuma no control. So if you combine it with a bit of fasting, you'll go throughout your day. I've been on my feet so long over the last few days. Like I don't know if I even have sat down for longer than an hour, unless I was literally just sleeping in my bed. But the thing is that this energy, it's not only just helps you stay awake and stay strong and maintain this kind of marathon kind of, you know, energy, but it also is healing. So when you do sleep, all those minerals and stuff your body absorbs when you absorb the semen, it goes towards all these cell productions in your body. So it's like essentially it continuously feeds back into this cycle of growth and repair and restoration and recovery. Like, you really can't go wrong with it. You know, you could take some magnesium, you could do all this sort of stuff, but at the end of the day, the semen is what gives you all those minerals and vitamins that you really need. I mean, for crying out loud, it literally is a life force. It creates human beings. That's a miracle substance. That's what it is. And when you retain, miracles occur. So yeah, just keep your sights long, keep your vision long, keep your heart patient. Stick out the journey, stay on your feet, and just one step in front of another. One step at a time, one foot in front of each other. I'm going to sign out on the Semen Retention. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you all have a great weekend, and best of luck for the rest of this week coming up. Take care, guys. Peace.